Leo pressed his nose against the cool glass, watching the final raindrops slide down the pane like slow, transparent tears. For hours, the world had been a canvas of muted grays and heavy shadows. He watched the horizon with a quiet intensity, until a sudden, sharp sliver of golden light pierced through the heavy clouds. It was the signal he had been waiting for. Without a second thought, he grabbed his coat, the fabric rough against his skin, and bolted out the front door into the fresh, ozone-scented air. The adventure had finally begun. He sprinted past the silent park, his boots splashing through deep puddles that reflected the rapidly brightening sky. Every step was a rhythmic drumbeat on the pavement. He reached the old wooden bridge, his breath hitching in his chest. Above him, a massive, vibrant rainbow arched over the hills. This was no ordinary light. Its colors pulsated with a strange, rhythmic glow that seemed to beat like a heart. Leo scrambled into the meadow, pushing through tall, wet wildflowers that soaked his jeans, his eyes fixed on the base of the shimmering arc. At the base of the light, 3 figures waited. Pip, a fox with silver-tipped ears, paced in energetic circles. Mira stood perfectly still, her hair casting a soft, starlit glow onto the grass. Bo, a large blue bear, adjusted his crooked yellow hat with a clumsy paw. Mira spun toward him, her feet barely touching the ground, as if gravity were a mere suggestion. Leo ran the final yards, dropping his coat in the mud. Forgotten. For hours, they turned the meadow into a playground of wonders. Bo acted as a mountain giant, his blue fur soft and thick as Leo climbed over his broad back. Pip darted through the brush with lightning speed, leading them into hidden clearings filled with glowing moss. Mira pointed her slender fingers at the sky, tracing shapes in the clouds that swirled into the forms of dragons and ancient ships. They laughed until their sides ached, lost in a world where time seemed to stand still, and the colors of the rainbow bathed everything in a surreal, heavenly warmth. It was a symphony of joy, a secret shared between the earth and the sky. As the sun dipped behind the hills, the rainbow began to flicker and turn translucent. The air turned biting cold, smelling of damp earth. Bo sat down, his blue fur heavy with dew, and gestured toward the distant town lights. Leo grabbed Bo's arm, his grip tightening as if he could hold onto the magic. Pip nudged Leo's hand with a cold, wet nose, a silent goodbye. Leo pulled them into a final embrace. He walked back across the bridge, his shoes heavy with mud. In his dark bedroom, he listened to the rain return. He closed his eyes, feeling the meadow's light on his skin. He knew the bridge would return.